Ah, okay, overtime loss. I'll take the point. Come on. Win out. Oh, what's this? No, go away. Getting all excited here, waiting for this to load, and then it pops up and tells me I should put people on the trade block. No thanks. Ah, that's a bummer. I think that cost us the ability to go 10 up. But yeah, I'm just gonna sim to the All-Star game. That's right, we're gonna be lucky to be 5 games over 500 before the All-Star game. Oh my God, we're stinking it up in the month of January. We got a back-to-back, Pens and Buffalo. Come on, we gotta take both these. Ah, we gotta take one of these. Oh, we took none of them. Oh man, that's wicked. We hit a pretty bad stretch there. I'm gonna go see. And that's a tough break the month of January so far. Maybe we got an injury or something. I'm gonna go check out our lines here real quick just to see if we don't have somebody that's in a bad position. So I don't know why they got Ian White playing on the 4th line. Pollock, they got Falk in. So it looks like we've lost a couple of people. I think it said it was Dan Girardi and Bozak. 4 weeks without a second line center. That means Richards got moved up to the second line. That's a tough break. But what are you gonna do? I mean, injuries happen. I don't know what the hell happened with Franzen or with Holland. I usually it comes up and says a player was claimed. I know he didn't go to juniors because it comes up and tells you that. But yeah, I have no idea. He must have got claimed, and they didn't even bother to come up and say he got claimed, which is kind of shitty. I wish they would have at least given me a heads up instead of having me scratch my head here trying to figure out how I lost a player. All right, well, 4 weeks without Bozak. We're just gonna have to tough it out. I mean, thankfully we got those points early on in the season because it gave us a little cushion. Then we get hit with this injury, and I mean, this month has been pretty bad. I mean, what, like 2, 5, and 2 so far in the month of January, and I don't think that these upcoming games are going to be much better. I mean, we're not playing against, we're playing against pretty good teams coming up here. So, all right, we got that win. Let's turn the corner here. Turn the corner. Ah, 3-2 against Edmonton. Come on, Rangers. You can beat them. Yeah, they're not doing so well this year. Oh, yeah, we got the win. That's good. So at least we ended the month. We started the month on the 1st of January with the win. We ended the month on the 31st of January with the win. Everything in between was pretty sloppy, but at this point in the season, losing our second line centerman like that, I'll take as many points. I mean, I'll take that point against the Islanders. I mean, at this point, we just gotta tough it out here, losing that second center. Hopefully he comes back and we can go on a little bit of a tear here, because I feel like we're on the bubble right now. Trade deadline's coming up. Not too sure what to do. I mean, being on the bubble like this, I feel like we're gonna I fear that we're going to end up like we did last year. What's this? Rick Nash. Trying to get my first. They're giving me a third. And that... I like Rick Nash, but that doesn't really help the future of this team giving away a first. Nah, I can't do that. What's this? Bodker, second, McCarron, and a third. Nah, I'm not doing that either. But yeah, I mean, the trade deadline is coming up here, so we're gonna have to make a decision. And given this past week, Florida, Carolina, San Jose just going 0-3, we've somehow, I mean, we're losing ground here. We were what, 6 games over 500, and we're starting to slip here a little bit. And Bozak should be back, so there's no excuse. Maybe we had another injury. Maybe these teams are just simming well against us. I don't know, but if we don't go on a run here before the deadline, I don't know how we're going to proceed. I mean, it's a tough spot to be in, because if we're not going to be contending this year, I mean, there's a couple guys we have that are going into the last year of their contract, and I would like to move them if we're not going to be, trying to make a run. So I'm going to sim to the day before the deadline. That's what we're going to do here, and we'll see where we're at. I mean, if we can just win 3 of these, I mean, I'd love to just win 4 of these 5, and then we'll be back in a good spot. But if we end up losing a bunch of these games and going to 500, I might have to sell. I mean, there's no point in holding on to guys for the playoffs if we're not in the playoffs. Man. Alright, so we're going in the day before the deadline. We had a pretty terrible end of the month of February. I mean, we got those 2 wins on the 28th and the 1st. But other than that, I mean, losing those 4 in a row. I mean, we're right where we were last year, which is right around 500. And I suspect we're probably not in the playoffs right now. I mean, we're going to have to make up some serious ground. So I'm going to go ahead and see who we have with expiring contracts, because I'm not seeing it this year. Unfortunately, I thought we don't even have any injuries this year, so there's really no excuse why we're not, playing at a higher compete level right now with the roster that we have. But it is what it is. So Mike Richards, I'm not too worried about him. He doesn't have great value right now. Ryan White, same story. Justin Falk, same story. Pollock, I think he's playing on our 3rd D pair right now. I'll go ahead and take a look at his value. Shattenkirk is going to take us to the cleaners. I mean, he's going to cost us some money. Ian White is a depth guy. Victor Stahlberg. So I guess I'm going to take a look at Stahlberg, and I'm going to look at Pollock. I really want to keep Shattenkirk. I mean, I think that he's... I think he's part of our future here, I mean, he's only 28. He's playing on our top line right now. I would like to keep him around. Wait, what was our... We got, let's see here. We got $8 million right now in cap, and it's probably going to go up a couple million. So yeah, I mean, we can probably pay him. I don't know what he's going to be looking for, 5, 6. I don't have a problem with that. I think that it's still a better deal than keeping Phaneuf. All right, so we're at the deadline here. Let's take a look here. Who'd I say? Yeah, we're looking at Pollock and we're looking at Stahlberg. Those are going to be the two guys that, I mean, Stahlberg's got a little bit of value. I might try to move him. And Pollock, he's got a little bit of value. I know he's expendable because we've got a bunch of guys in the AHL right now that are moving up. I mean, I can't. It's unavoidable. I kept holding off on the Holland thing, but no, we've got a bunch of guys that are ready to go. So he's gone. You know, I would love to be able to get a second rounder. I wonder if let's see here. It looks like Carolina's willing to move a second rounder. I wonder. I wonder if we can maybe do like a third next year and Pollock for a second this year. It's looking pretty close. All right, they took it, so we gave him a third next year and Pollock for a second this year. And they said it's a good draft class. So I'm kind of holding them to that. I mean, hopefully my scouts aren't bullshitting me because I could really use some depth right now. I mean, clearly we've done work for 3 years and have nothing to show. So we got to turn the corner eventually. I mean, our center situation is actually pretty solid. I mean, I forgot about Gunther coming up. But yeah, Richards, he's probably going to be gone. I mean, I'll try to get him. I mean, if I can get him for like a couple, you know, million or $1.5 million or something like that, I'll hold on to him just for depth. I don't care. I mean, but yeah, he's going to be up next year. So I don't really need centers. The wing situation, I mean, we got Nick Ritchie, who we got, Silverberg. I'm happy with the left wing, JVR, okay, and then the right, it's Simmons, Panik, and I mean, Stahlberg, he's playing on our third line. I don't really see anybody that we have that can step up next year. I mean, maybe Nylander, but he's been, I mean, he has not been developing as quickly as I expected. So I don't know if I want to trade Stahlberg. If I trade Stahlberg, I mean, maybe we can re-sign him. I mean, I know it's kind of a dick move, but maybe we get him and then we can try to re-sign him. I don't know. I would like to be able to get a right wing back, even if it's not anybody great. Because we just don't, we're not really deep. I mean, that's why I went and got him in the first place, was he provided some depth. Chris Neal, Cody Armstrong, yeah, there's not. P.A. Parento, he's an option. Red Boyles. Yeah, those guys have too high a value. Yeah, I mean, I don't care even if it's like a third rounder or something, but to just get somebody in there. And we're still gonna play this year, and we're still kind of on the cusp right now. So it's a tough spot because I'm a little concerned. I don't want Stahlberg to be, you know, yeah, I don't know. Man, I don't want to give up on this season, but at the same time, it's not looking good yet again. And if we can get some value out of a kid that probably not going to, you know, have after this year. Pascal Dupuis, he's also in the last year of his contract. Patrick Eves, he might actually. And Patrick Eves is kind of a third, fourth line guy. They got him as a depth forward. I kind of thought he was more of